Oh my God, it's so juicy.
Yo!
Welcome, everyone, to another episode of Real Old Fashioned Games. I am your host, Iron Corpse. Thank you very much for joining me. I see you in there, Stephen F. Bosson. It's so juicy. Oh my god, it's so juicy. Thanks for joining me, man. Blasian Panda, Mama Bear, thanks you too. I appreciate you guys hanging out. Thank you very much. That's awesome. Hell yeah. I'm gonna keep an eye on my phone. If you go live, I'll make sure to give you a lurk. A lurk while I'm in here doing old school shit. All right, put it right there so I can see it. And I don't got to keep looking down like an unprofessional piece of shit. There's no time for that today because we're playing Croc, motherfuckers. We're playing Croc. That's right. That's right. That is an emoji of Croc. Thanks very much, Blasian Panda. I appreciate that. Hell yeah. What's up, City? How you doing, man? I'm doing great. I hope you're doing well as well. It's starting to get cold here again. Oh, I love when the chat talks to each other. That's awesome. A community. That's what I'm trying to build here. A retro community. But without further ado, let's get right into this shit, y'all. Oh, yeah. Ooh, more Croc. This game is infuriating. Let's play it. Hell yeah. So I got my my chat box set up in a way. Hold on, I got to turn my speakers up. I can't barely hear shit. 1 second. There we go. Gotta get my lap blankie because it's all cold down here now. Fucking cold down here. Up here and down in the basement. All right. Let's fucking do this. Let's fuck and do this. Boy, we already watched this stunning cinematic cutscene. Don't gotta watch it again. Cheers to everybody who's hanging out in my chat. Thank you very much. I'm glad that you guys are chilling with me. Yeah, you missed the first day that I played this, but you didn't miss much. You're gonna definitely get the experience. I like this smooth, jazzy menu music. All right. Yeah. Wait, what I didn't, what just happened? Oh, that was me going from one world to the next. The twisted tunnels. The last thing I remember doing was this. Fight night with Flibby. Did I do this level? Both doing pretty good. Puppy is having a sleep right now. Puppies do that. Well, I'm glad the puppy is doing good. Hell yeah. Let's start this level, because I don't recall doing this. I remember doing that one with the ring. I had to fight that weird banana creature. All right. Yeah, I definitely did not do this. Let me turn on the thumbsticks. Stephen F. Bosson, how you doing, man? What's up? I just killed Cubert. What the fuck is that supposed to be? Laver? My laver cake? Oh dear. Oh poopy. Get that key, boy. Yazoo indeed. Come on, Croc. What do you want me to do there? Oh, there's a platform. Okay. Alright, alright. That really does look like Cubert over there. Oh, fuck you. Sonic rules. You gotta have at least one gem in your butthole, or else you'll die. Just like Sonic. Come on, turn around. Turn around. Don't turn around. Say, uh-oh. There we go. You gotta make sure he's, like, lined up straight, because he doesn't... I mean, he can jump to the side, but it's not nearly as... the distance isn't that good. I need to be facing the way I'm trying to go. What's up, Hex? Thank you for the lurk. Appreciate it. Appreciate that. Tell you what. Don't remember this game so well. I think it was a demo I played once only. Well, you're in for a treat. Cheers. Let's enjoy this old school crap together. It's not crap. This game had to crawl so that other games could sprint at neck break speed. It is a pretty good platformer, but this game came out in 97. When did Super Mario 64 come out? Shit. Yeah. Continue game. Because Super Mario 64 has a way better control scheme. You remember playing this and struggling? Well, that is, that's what you do in this game, man. You struggle. You struggle and you struggle. That would have been before this, yeah. Well, then this game has no fucking excuse. Although there's a fucking grip of old school platformers that came out after Super Mario World and suck. Like Glover. What the fuck are you doing? Why don't you just copy what Super Mario World did and then give it your own little spin? Super Mario World is great. Super Mario 64, what am I saying? I remember they're convinced that it came out in 1964. How old is your brother? Yeah, back when video games were only in black and white. They didn't invent color pixels yet. With my Modelo over here. Hell yeah, man. Cheers. Got an old fashioned. I accidentally put too much simple syrup in here, so it's really fucking sweet. It's like a soda. Or like if you get a premix, like a can of premixed old fashioned, it kind of tastes like this, which is, I mean, it's not bad. I just like it a little more sour than sweet. Oh, he's 15. All right, well then he's excused. They had two white lines and a square thing going back and forth. What are we talking about? Oh, video games in 1964? Yeah, that that might have been a little bit after the 60s, but not long. Not too long. My wife said that she didn't have one, but she had a family member who they'd go over to their house and they had an old school Pong console, the kind that was like a fucking console with like the dials and is like wood paneled and shit. All text-based games, yeah. Yeah, a multi-user dungeon like Zork or something. Say what you will, those games are pretty fucking badass. If you just can have the sense of mind to draw a map of yourself. We dropped them a few times as a baby. Okay, I missed that. Anyway, what I was saying. If you have the sense of mind to make a map as you're playing those text-based games, they're pretty fun. You just gotta be creative. I like saying swear words just to see what happens. Whoa! No, not what I wanted to do. Don't yazoo! Ugh. I always yazoo when I want to yazoo. Ooh, extendable platforms. Extra long platform. Tips fedora. Okay, I'm not doing this with a thumbstick. Taking it back to the D-pad. Giving it the old D. Come on, jiggle to the left. Jiggle to the left. Jiggle to the right. What's up, Thorius? How you doing? Thorius Gaming. What's up, man? I was watching you during my lunch break. Did you ever beat that boss in Another Crab's Treasure? I was fucking on the edge of my seat watching that shit during lunch, man. I was like, come on! Fucking do it! What analog? Yeah, analog does work with this game. Check it out. So it's not on right now. Nothing's happening. Ooh, ooh, oh my. Ooh, oh dear, nothing's happening. Let me turn it on. Push that button in the middle there. Make that little light turn on. Yep, it works. But I mean, you can like make corners and stuff a lot more smooth with this. But whenever you're doing little detail work like that, where you want to like rotate with accuracy, I turn it off and I use the D-pad. Game complete. Oh, you did it. Fuck yeah. What's up, Necromancer? Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm glad to hear that you beat it, Thorius. That's awesome. That was a good-looking game. I might end up getting that at some point. It looked really fun. It was a Soulsborne game with, you know, colorful characters. It was the only Soulsborne game I've ever seen that's not, like, dreary. Even, fuck. Oh, man. Ghost of Tsushima, which is a lot easier than a lot of those games. It was pretty colorful. I don't know. That's somewhere in between a regular action game and a Soulsborne. It's not painfully hard. It is colorful and corny. Yeah, but the story's also good. I like that. That was a good game. Ooh. Wad. That'd be great if the camera rotated with him. I don't want to look at his fucking face. I want to see what's around me. There's a puzzle piece? What the fuck is a puzzle piece? What is this, Banjo-Kazooie? This is the first time I've even seen one of those in this game. What is that for? Oh, extendable. Chillin' now, editing vids. Right on, right on. Do you have a YouTube channel as well, Thorius? This puzzle piece. Level complete? No, 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 there was more to do. I wasn't fucking done there. How was I to know that was going to end the level? You do? All right. I'll have to check that out, man. Analog controllers were the same year as this, though it was a little later. All right. I can't remember if it's this game or Blasto, but one of those games that I played recently, clicking the thumbsticks actually did something. That blew my fucking mind whenever I was doing that, because I didn't even know that the thumbsticks were a button until Ape Escape. And then I remember going back and playing other games to see if L3 and R3 did anything. And they didn't. I want to go back to that level. There was other shit that I didn't do yet. Probably thinking of DualShock. Ah. Okay, well, there you go. That's different. Yeah, Thorius, my YouTube channel it's essentially just an archive of all my older streams, because I don't want my VODs to just be gone forever once Twitch decides that they're too old to be enjoyed. That was on purpose. That was called a technique. You guys just don't understand because you're not a pro gamer like me. Anyway, any whoozleby. I don't really edit those videos too awful much. Sometimes I do if some stupid shit happened at the beginning or the end and I'm embarrassed by it and I don't want it to be saved forever on the internet, I'll take that out. But for the most part, I just like export as soon as I'm done uploading or as soon as I'm done streaming, rather. Come on, turn. Turn around. Every now and then you're gonna piss me off with these wonky ass controls. Turn around. Come on. There we go. Whenever I uploaded my video that I did yesterday, or stream, of Knuckles' story in Sonic Adventure, the little auto-generated thumbnail that it pulled up was fucking perfect. I didn't have to change a goddamn thing. It's like a picture of Knuckles going... I was like, all right, perfect. No, 10 out of 10, no notes. Fucking great. And if you guys have seen Sonic 3, you'd get that little reference. But I guess Necromancer and I are the only cool kids at the table. You guys should see Sonic 3. It's fucking good. Other than the Sonic OVA from like 94?
Hey, listen!
95? Listen to what? Listen to what? Other than that original Sonic OVA, this is probably my favorite Sonic movie. But that original Sonic OVA had Knuckles' goofy-ass fucking hat that they never explain, but Knuckles, throughout that entire movie, acts like, oh no, my hat! Where's my hat? I can't leave without it. And you're like, why? You've never had this hat before, and all of a sudden it's like your most prized possession. But I like it. It's a goofy-ass hat. Okay, I can sidestep. That's good. I never saw the Knuckles show that they had on Paramount Plus, but the teaser little, not a trailer, but like the image that they released to wiggle wiggle. Yep, he's got to wiggle it a little bit, just a little bit. The like image that they used to tease that that show is even going to be a thing was, you know, a clacker, little clacker board that said the name of the show, and it had Knuckles' hat next to it, which is like a fucking goofy ass, somewhere between a cowboy hat and like a Australian outback hat, and it's got like conches all around it. It's real fucking weird, but I love it. I don't know if I'd love it so much if it wasn't Nux, but he can do no wrong. Sonic 1 and 2 are both in Paramount, and I'm thinking about watching them. Ooh, you got Paramount. Well, look at this fancy gentleman. Oh, distinguished gentleman, yes. I don't have that. If I did, I'd watch the new seasons of Beavis and Butthead. I'd watch Beavis and Butthead and the Knuckles show. What? Maybe I gotta grab hold of that thing? You could just grab his dick and twist it? And dick twist! Aw, damn it. Been watching Avatar The Last Airbender. You know, I never saw Korra. Never did see Korra, but Necromancer and I recently started watching the live-action Avatar. That is a fucking good show, dude. It's almost like a shot-for-shot remake of the cartoon. It's really fucking good. They did a fantastic job. Korra looks good. I've just never, you know, I never took the time to check it out. What do you guys think of my my new setup with my chat box here? I have it set to have the chat disappear from the video screen after like 7 seconds or some shit. I feel like it unclutters things. You guys can still read the chat in the side of the screen there. It doesn't have to be on the fucking video, in my opinion. Ooh, come on. Oh, also the live action I probably won't watch for a couple reasons. Really? Why is that? I thought it was a fantastic show. There are things that they did change. I think that Uncle should be more fascinated and obsessed with getting tea and snacks. He's not as snack-centric. But it's still very good. I like it a lot. Haven't seen the live-action movie. Never gonna see it. Don't want to see it. I think M. Night Shyamalan made it. Pretty sure. Oh my god. Doop, doop, doop. Oh, come on. This is some hard shit. This is a hard turd. You should take a stool softener. They are trying to do the Zuko and Katara love thing, and they are going to change Toph in Season 2. Also, Azula ain't where it's at for me. Her actress... You're absolutely right about Azula. Azula looks nothing like the character in the cartoon. That's the one casting that I'm like, I don't really feel this. That she doesn't feel evil enough. Honestly, the actress that they have playing Azula should be Ty Lee, in my opinion. She looks way more like a Ty Lee. I really like who they have for Aang. I think that the actor that they got playing Sokka is fucking perfect. Like, he acts and looks just like Sokka. I don't know how they found an actor with a head shape like that, but there they go. What else? What else? What about the... Yeah, you know, I haven't seen Toph. I'm wondering when the fuck she's gonna come into play here, because she's a pretty fucking big part of the show, and I still haven't seen 1 second of her. I really thought he was gonna take falling damage after he screamed like that. That's all that was in here? Just 2 extra lives? Alright, I'll take them. Alright, now level complete. All of a sudden, it's a puzzle piece. When last world, it was a gong. Season 2 is when she will make an appearance. Okay. It's been a minute since I've seen the original Avatar show. Did she not show up till Season 2? I thought she was in there pretty early on. Was she already hanging out with the crew whenever they went to... I can't remember the name of the airbender or the earthbender city, but the one where Boomy is the king. Was she already there hanging out? I thought she was. Because in the live action show, she sure as fuck is not. In the OG show, she shows up in season 1 towards the end. Okay. All right. Did you say something about they're going to try to do a... What is that? Zuko and Katara love thing? That's weird. That never happened at all. That was never even a possibility. It was always Aang and Katara. There was no mention that I recall ever of Zuko even being interested. Because he had... I don't remember her name, but like the goth chick. That was his girlfriend. The Zutara crap turned me away hard. That's weird, man. I don't know how I feel about that. That's really weird. I can't remember if it's the end or more in the middle. May. Yeah, see? May. That was his girlfriend. Like, that was his girlfriend before he even fucking got sent away. They were always flirting with each other, even when they were like little kids. I mean, she would like bully him, but he was into it. He's just got a thing for mean goth girls. Oh my god. The actor who they cast as Fire Lord, though, Fire Lord Ozai, fucking perfect. Fucking perfect. I really like that. I also think the actor they got to play Aang is fucking good. He's doing it for me.
Hey, baby.
Hey, baby. I'm like, pretty tall. Also, Zuko and Katara had like one moment in the OG, but I don't even remember that. That was more a bonding moment because they both lost their mothers. Okay, I remember that. See, that's why I didn't recall it being even a romantic thing, because it was never hinted as like, ooh, they're into each other. It's like, no. They're just sharing trauma. She's like trying to make him feel better. It's not like, oh, they talked. That means they're fucking. That's my problem with, I mean, I love Sonic. And I love the whole Sonic universe. But I hate the shipping that goes on in the Sonic universe with the fandoms. That's so fucking annoying. That's fucking annoying too. It's so stupid. Everybody's like, oh, Shadow and Amy, they're gonna get together. And I'm like, why? That would never, ever happen. Ever. What the fuck does that have to do with anything? I feel the same way about My Hero Academia. Never seen it. Never seen a single episode of My Hero. If the Thorius Gaming says, if the fans like the Zuko and Katara, like the romantic thing, the fans can destroy the series. Ugh, I suppose you're right. It's all about the fucking fans. Those fan fuckers. Arrow, trash from the fans of the shipping, Oliver and Felicity. I never saw a single episode of Arrow either. Little Witch Academia, that's a good fucking show. That is a really good show. Never seen My Hero Academia. Little Witch Academia, fucking awesome. Really, really good. I don't know if it'll ever have a second season or anything, but it's good. I highly recommend that. I'm not even going to stress about those fucking orbs. They're not worth it. This, I want what's in here. Nothing? A butterfly? Is this nothing? Yes, yes it is. Season 1 and 2 are great. Destroyed by fans. Are you talking about My Hero Academia? That's one of those shows that I'm like, I feel like I'd like it. But I'd... and then I watch something else. I have watched that one yet. Me and my wife have been watching One Piece. Never seen One Piece either. The whole, like, 1,000 episodes thing really turns me off. And people are like, you gotta watch till episode, like, 300 and then it gets real good. Hard stop right there, motherfuckers. A show should get good in the first scene. And if not the first scene, easily within the first episode. I would like to mention Yu Yu Hakusho. Immediately fucking good. Episode 1, fucking stellar. Never dropped the ball. The last story arc wasn't that great because it felt rushed, but even it was still good. It was just like, I wish they could spend more time on it. Arrow. Yep, never saw Green Arrow. Or never saw Arrow. Love to see Green Arrow Arkham style game. Oh, shit. You're right. That would be really good. That'd be really fucking good. Also agreed, Thorius. I was really upset, but the Arrowverse fell off. I'm lost on this one, guys. Never saw it. It's too late to start a show with 1,000 episodes. Yeah, I'm right there with you, City. It's way too late for me, man. I'm too old for that. Yep, Yu Hakusho has the best tournament arc in all of anime. You are absolutely fucking correct. The Dark Tournament is so fucking good. It is so good. Ad starts in 5 seconds. Don't leave me. Don't leave me. Oh my God, they're going to leave me in 1 second. Oh, okay. Well, while they're gone, let's talk about Yu Yu Hakusho. Yu Yu Hakusho's Dark Tournament was fucking awesome. I love that shit. I have the PS2 game that's called Dark Tournament. Fucking terrible. Might as well just shit right into the disc drive. It's so goddamn bad, but I had to get it. I'm a hardcore fan of Yu Yu Hakusho. I'm not wearing it right now, but often on my streams, I'm wearing a Yu Yu Hakusho shirt. Never too late. The pacing is good, and it's good to take breaks between arcs. Good point. There are also filler arcs that you don't need to watch. Wow, whole filler arcs. Jesus Christ. Panda, did you finish Yu Yu Hakusho? Because there's a lot going on after the Dark Tournament. The story arc right after Dark Tournament about the... it's like black tape or some shit like that. With Sensui. That was so fucking good. I really, really like that. The arc after that... episodes, not arcs. Okay, that's right. Episodes. I was like, damn, a whole filler arc. Jesus Christ. They're really milking that one. Filler episodes I can see. Give me that. I didn't, unfortunately. I was a kid watching on Toonami. Ah, yep. Same here, dude. I didn't finish watching Yu Yu Hakusho until recently. Once I was a man. But it's really good, dude. I watched it from the beginning with the Japanese voice actors, and now that I've seen it in Japanese, the English voice actors just feel weird. Like, I can't listen to Kuwabara without hearing Vegeta. It feels weird now. The original voice actor for Kuwabara just is it. Although I never read Inuyasha, but I would like to get those comics, but there's a lot of them. I do like how they changed some of Yusuke's dialogue in the English version. I like how they changed some of it and don't like how they changed some of the other ones. Like, they made him a real piece of shit in the English version. Like, I mean, he is a piece of shit. He's like a little fucking delinquent, but they really made him a piece of shit in the English version. He's like a smart ass, mean little fucker. I mean, he's not like a super nice guy in the Japanese version either, but they really Americaned him up. I don't know. I just like those original voice actors. They're real good. They're really good. Oh! I wasn't sure I was going to make that. How do I get over there? Maybe there's another path that'll take me over there. Oh! Have you seen the live-action Yu Yu Hakusho, Panda? Or anybody in chat, for that matter? I couldn't not watch it. Cowboy Bebop is probably one of the best in general. Yep. I recently rewatched that entire series since I was old enough to, like, honestly get it. That show is a masterwork of anime and really just narrative storytelling in general. They did a fucking good job with that shit, man. That is such a good show. I like how Cowboy Bebop doesn't hold your hand at all, ever, at any point. FMAB. FMAB. Also, in my opinion, the perfect anime. FMAB. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Ah, I would never have guessed that. Ever. I haven't even seen that whole show. I've seen a good chunk of it because of Toonami, but I haven't seen the whole thing. But yeah, Cowboy Bebop doesn't hold your hand at all. It drops the audience into a world that is already in full swing and has been for hundreds of years, and they don't explain a goddamn thing to you. They just let you experience the world and gather through context what it is that's going on. And in general, I like that from a storytelling standpoint anyway, but especially with anime, because anime loves to fall into the lazy fucking trap of I'm going to look into the camera right now and tell you, the audience, exactly what it is that you need to understand, because I'm thinking it right now and I want you to understand that. But instead of showing you, I'm just going to tell you that because that's a lot cheaper and easier to animate. I'm not even going to move my mouth. I'll just think it. Now you have all the information. That's fucking bullshit. I hate that crap. That's always annoying to me. I don't like that. It's a huge turnoff whenever writers like lean into that crap. It's fucking annoying. Cowboy Bebop never, ever, ever does that. They let you stay confused until the narrative decides it's time to have all of the puzzle pieces. It's really, really well done. Never seen the live action. It might be good. People shout all over it, but I don't give a fuck about that. People shout all over the live action Yu Yu Hakusho as well, and I really liked it. Is it a one-to-one of the show? No, but I didn't expect it to be, and I feel like you're silly if you expect it to be a exact one-to-one of that show. It's not gonna be. There's no way they could they could do that. That show is hundreds of episodes long, and that's like a 6-episode miniseries. I'll just say right now, there is no Dark Tournament. There's no Dark Tournament. The plot of the live-action Yu Yu Hakusho is Yusuke in the first episode dies and then comes back within that first episode, you know, and he's like a spirit detective and gets sent to an island to go rescue Hiei's little sister, Yukina. He has to go rescue Yukina. I can't remember exactly why. In the live-action, he's like sent there to go rescue her, but that's why Hiei like tags along with him. And, like, once they're on the island, it's them, like, sneaking around. Sorry. It's them sneaking around and, like, trying to find clues on the island. And while they're there, they one by one fight the members of Team Toguro, whatever. They one by one fight him. And it's kind of disappointing because like, as it's happening, you can tell, you're like, oh, well, they're not even gonna fucking talk about the Dark Tournament. They're replacing it entirely with this. It's not even gonna be in the show. There's gonna be a season 2, but they're past where the Dark Tournament would be. Like, there's a sting after the credits at the end of the last episode of season 1, which totally sets up season 2, or, you know, I guess the third story arc of the original cartoon, which is, you know, the whole thing with Sensui, which is real good. I like it. But it is disappointing to watch it and be like, oh man, you guys aren't even gonna... I can't even delude myself and think like, well, maybe in season 2 they'll add this. No, they're not gonna add it. They're already past the point where the Dark Tournament should take place. And that's too bad, because that's... The Dark Tournament is why you watch that show as a kid, you know? Like, that's how I got people to watch that show as a kid. You're like, yeah, it's really good. The first episodes are good, but dude, wait until he gets to the Dark Tournament. That's when the show really fucking picks up. Really picks up. And it's not going to be in it. There's no way. If they've somehow shoehorned the Dark Tournament into the show now, I'd be kind of disappointed, because they've already left the island and everything's already happened. They've already met the guy with the scar, the Japanese dude that's always smoking a cigarette. I can't remember his name. The like long-haired, crazy dude who's like real stoic. He's in a suit. I can't remember his name, but he was the one that was like running the Dark Tournament. Have you watched Elfen Lied? No, I have not. I have not. While you're typing up what that show's about, have you watched... Oh my god. You saying Elfen made me think of it, and then as soon as I open my mouth to say it, I can't fucking remember the name. It's like an old school D&D, 80s anime, something Chronicles. Oh my god, I'm so stupid, and I'm recording myself saying this. Heard about Elfen Lied, but haven't watched it. I haven't even heard about it. Oh my god. It's an old school D&D-esque show. It's straight up D&D. It's like... It's the perfect D&D campaign that you as a DM would write before your players get their dirty little hands on it and fuck it up with poop and pee jokes and make it hilarious. It's really, really good. God damn it. It's going to really piss me off. I can see it in my mind right now. It's really good, and I watched the whole fucking thing. It's on Crunchyroll. I shouldn't have brought it up. Have you seen it? That's my question. Have you seen that? Damn it. There's an elf girl in it. Her name is Baelith. And then there's like a dark elf girl, and she's like the most popular character from the show because her cleavage goes all the way. Dude, you should check out the first 5 minutes of episode is nothing but a naked chick killing a bunch of people with a power we don't know. Then it switches to chill family time. Okay. Elfin lied, huh? All right. Well, based on your description of it, you would love that show that I'm trying to remember the fucking name of. There's no nudity in it because that wasn't a very common thing in 80s anime. And at times it is pretty basic because it's an 80s anime. But I am a sucker for 80s and 90s anime. It is pure. It's so fucking good. There's dragons in it, and the dragons look fucking amazing. They're so well drawn, but they're not well animated. Like, the dragons look really good, and then they kind of slide across the screen like it's a static layer that they just move horizontally, and they like put in the sound of wings flapping, and you're like, oh, they're flying. Cool. You'll have to find where to watch it. It's not on Crunchyroll or anything. All right. All right. I'm gonna have to hit up some of my friends who know how to illegally torrent shit. I don't know anything about that, but I'm sure they can send me stuff. Yo! Fuck. Dude, it's gonna bother the shit out of me what the name of this show is. It's really fucking good. It's 2 words. I just looked for a website that had it. Oh my god. It's like, you're talking and all I can think about is like, fuck, what was the name of that thing that I was talking about? I'm a bad listener, apparently. I'm listening to like Dan Harmon. Can I walk across that? It sure doesn't look like it. That looks like a slope. I bet that balloon takes me over there. Oh my god, don't do that. The premise of the show is it's the show that I'm talking about. The premise of it is this young man, his dad was like the greatest knight ever known in this one kingdom, but he was slain, and like he went off to war and was slain, and his son was left as like a peasant, and he takes up his dad's armor to fight against the forces of this evil nation who, like, their tyrannical ruler wants to harness the power of this magic sword and rule over the entire world, like awaken this dark dragon that has magical powers and harness its power. He thinks that with this sword he can like control this all-powerful evil dragon that's like a world breaker, and he wants to wake it up. So him and his lieutenant, who's this badass dude. I know he's a villain, but he looks fucking awesome. He's got this long black hair. He's got real pale skin. He's wearing black armor with like a skull on his chest. And his girl is the dark elf chick with cleavage that goes like all the way. She's like the most popular character in the show. I can't remember her name. Hey, what's up, man? Akshath10, hello. What's up? First time chat. Welcome. Welcome to the Croc chat. I see you in there. How you doing, dude? Thanks for joining, man. I appreciate that. Call you AK. What's up, AK? How you doing? Welcome. You ever played Croc before? I'm doing great. I'm doing great. I got an old fashioned right here. It's my namesake. I'm just enjoying it and playing Croc. Oh boy, you're in for a treat. You are in for a treat. I don't know if that treat is good, but you're in for a treat. It's like those treats that are like, you know, the individual wrapped strawberries with where the wrapper looks like a strawberry that was like always the last candy left in your grandma's candy dish. That's this treat. I think it's good too. I'm just talking shit. I like it. I wouldn't be playing it if I didn't like it. Fuck me. We keep talking about other things, but all I can think of is like, what was the name of that anime? Oh my god, it is going to bother me. It is going to fucking bother me. And I'm going to have to like Google like, okay, fuck. And the things that I would Google, it's like, well, be careful. Be careful what you Google. It's like hot dark elf anime chick. Like, careful. You don't want to easy there. Especially not on the family computer. Hold on now. Ah, fuck. It's not Dragon Century. The party consists, like, the main guy is this young dude, and he's got brown armor, and he's a human, and he's a fighter. He's got a big sword. The girl that's like, will they, won't they, kind of thing. The whole show, it's this elf girl with like real long pointy ears. She's got long blonde hair. She wears all white, and she's a spellcaster, and she has like a long thin sword. And then they have a legit like wizard, like a really fucking powerful mage hanging out. And his best bud is this little dwarf dude. So they got a full party. It's like a well-rounded badass party. Oh, and there's a thief. You gotta have a thief. God damn it. It's an old school 80s anime. It's got dragons in it. It's so fucking good. Even though I've seen it recently, I would totally watch it again. It's got anime sort of like Berserk, but not nearly as gory. Berserk is on a whole other fucking level. Berserk is legendary, whereas this show that I'm talking about is like niche and unknown for the most part, but it's fucking good. It's really good. You can find the whole thing on YouTube, but it's also on Crunchyroll. I know I should be focusing on the game, but my mind is like, yeah, but what's the name of that anime, motherfucker? You know it. I know it, brain. You're not helping me. Be a brain. Damn it, I should have gone up there. I should have not butt bounced on that box. Shouldn't have done the old triple B. Oh my god, oh my god. I mean, skill. That's all that was right there. That's what that was. Yazzo indeed, Croc. Yazzo indeed. Now jump. Oh my god. Oh my god. No, not the whole level over. Fuck. Yeah, there's no time where you're like invincible because you just got hit. If you get hit, you're automatically susceptible to another hit. So be careful. Don't fall in water, apparently. Everybody knows crocodiles can't swim. What just happened? Come on. Yeah, famously, crocodiles can't swim. Now, come on. Come on. I remember when Rock was young. Me and Susie, we had so much fun. Holding hands as the years went past. I always thought the crocodile rock would last. Nya, 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 nya. Nya, 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 nya. Necromancer gets it. Nobody else gets it. That is an old man joke. See, she gets it. Hey, don't throw ice cubes at my butthole without permission. Rockin' song was stopping when your feet, they just can't stay still. I never knew me a better time, and I better never will. Ah, Lordy mama, those Friday nights when Susie wore her dresses tight. Crocodile Rockin' was aha ha out of sa ha 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 height. I could keep going. Oh my god. Control with the D-pad. It's not Dragon Half. It's like the blank Chronicles, or like, wait, no, the Endros War, the Lodos War, the Lodos War. Oh my god. Or maybe it's Lodros, something like that. They even made a game for it on the Switch where you play as the one elf chick that's like the good character, not the evil, sexy elf chick. You can't play as hot elf chicks.
2 hours later.
Thank you, Necromancer. Appreciate that. The Lodos War. It's called the Lodos War, and it is fucking awesome. It is super good. I recommend it to everyone, especially if you're into old school anime. And if you don't want to pay for Crunchyroll, Just look it up online because it is so old school and niche that nobody's protecting that copyright. You can watch the whole thing for free. I got a soft spot for 80s anime. I'll watch it. Speaking of soft spot, I hit mine when I was real young, and now I can't do things so good. I want to see the very, very first Gundam from the 70s. I bet it is hot trash, but it's probably the kind of hot trash that I would be into. I bet it's basic, but I would love to watch it just to say that I did. I don't know a fucking thing about Gundam. I watched Gundam Wing whenever it was on Toonami, and I really liked it. I liked it enough to like buy the models of the main characters and stuff, but I don't remember a goddamn thing about it. Have you seen Uzumaki Horror, the Uzumaki Horror anime? No, I haven't. Is that the name of it? Or is that the name of the, like, creator? Because either way, it's not ringing a bell. The one was banned. That one was banned in most countries. Ooh, a banned anime. You don't say. When did it come out? Fucking ice levels. You gotta have an ice level. It's obligatory. You gotta have that ice level, and you gotta have the sewer level. Or else we're not gonna give you money for the game. Don't yazoo. I'm just saying right now, guys, I better not get to the end of the game and it's like, oh, you need to go back and collect all the Gobbos to get to the last level. I'll be pissed off. That's some Croc bullshit. I mean, Spyro. I can't remember. Let me look it up. But it's called Uzumaki. Okay. Okay. Uzumaki. I, not too long ago, watched Vampire Hunter D, speaking of horror anime. So fucking good, dude. So fucking good. Whenever anime gets really fucking gory like that, it has my heart. I love that shit. There's a part in Vampire Hunter D where one of the main vampires grabs a lesser vampire or somebody, some sort of ghoul or some shit, and just throws his ass like across the room, and he smacks into the wall, and the back of his head explodes, and his like eyes fall out, and his brain just like leaks everywhere. That's awesome. That's so fucking cool. And you don't expect it either, because it's like a main character. Oh, yeah. Have y'all seen Made in Abyss? Speaking of fucked up anime, I don't know if it's a horror anime necessarily, but it is fucked up. It's real good. Super dark. I don't know how dark it would seem if the characters weren't like these chibi, cutesy little children, but it is fucking dark and really well done. You should watch it, Panda. It's really good. The manga originally came out in 98 to 99. Okay. All right, so the anime is probably like an early 2000s one, which is still cool. Those are some good ones. Erased is also good. I haven't heard of that one. He's showing me so much. I could show you the world. Have some dark ass anime. Was that not the last one? Where's the last one? It's probably in one of those boxes. It's dark as fuck. All right. Alrighty, alrighty. Alright, alright, alright. I have a whole list of stuff I could send you. My Crunchyroll list keeps getting bigger. Hey, man. Send it to me in the Discord. Send it to me through PlayStation. Whatever. You can get a hold of me. I'll check it out. Whenever I have, you know, all that extra time that I have laying around, I'll check it out. Whoa, there we go. Take some screenshots. Oh, that's probably the easiest way. I also recently rewatched the first season of JoJo because I fucking love the first two JoJo volumes. Those are so fucking good. I love them. They're so fucking good. I've tried real hard to get into Stardust Crusaders because on paper, It seems like I'd be super into it. It seems like something I would fucking enjoy, but I don't know. It's just not my thing, man. Like the first season of JoJo is so fucking good. Whenever it's still, the premise of the show is a bunch of martial artists who use kung fu that's powered by the sun because they learn how to like breathe in such a way that it like harnesses the energy of like everything around you, like life, into your movements, and they can punch with the energy of the sun. So when they fight vampires, it straight up melts their faces and shit. It's so good. It's stupid gory. It's fucked up. It can get really dark at points. It's really, really good. And then I haven't seen any of Bleach. Haven't seen a single frame of Bleach. But yeah, and then Stardust Crusaders happens, and it's a direct sequel, and it's got like, you know, a lot of the same characters in it, and the premise of it is pretty cool, but they do away 100% with anything to do with vampires. They never talk about vampires again. They never talk about the stone masks, which turn people into vampires. Those are just never spoken of ever again. They don't ever mention Hamon, which is the name of that martial art that uses the sun. It's all stand users at this point, which essentially is you just standing still and posing real cool, doing some like nonsensical anatomy shit with your body. You just stand there while like a ghost fights for you and just beats the shit out of that guy's ghost. Which the fights are cool, but it's not as cool as, say, a martial artist going toe-to-toe with a fucking vampire and melting his face with a punch. That's awesome. Zewardo! Yeah, see, it's got such iconic shit. And Dio Brando is a badass villain, but Dio Brando is also the villain in the first... Yeah, just the first story arc. The one with Jonathan Joestar. Oh, no, I'm sorry. No, yeah, Jonathan. Jonathan Joestar. He's the hero in the first story arc. How the fuck do I get over there? I don't know what you want me to do. And then Joseph Joestar's in the second one, which is like his grandson or some shit. And he's kind of a know-it-all pain in the ass, but he's also super badass. Jimothy Joestar and his older brother, Jamothy Joestar. But yeah, it's hard for me to remember what is actually like the first and second story arc because I read the manga first, and the first volume of manga has to do with Jonathan Joestar, and the second volume has to do with Joseph Joestar, which is like 50 years later. It takes place in the 40s. But season 1 of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is both of those crammed into one season. There's no break in between them. Are they Himothy? So Jimothy, this is a deep cut reference that no one except people who were in my D&D campaign will get. But Jimothy, so my players were like just trying, they would always try to catch me out on shit because they know that I can just like ad-lib and run with some shit, and they're like, one of my players played as a rich guy who would like always like use his money to like be his way through the world and shit like that, and I let them go back to his like family's estate, and he's like, I want to look for my favorite manservant, Jimothy. And I could tell by the look in his fucking face, what he was trying to do is like make me come up with a voice for this nonsense character that he just made up on the fucking spot called Jimothy. And like I already gave him a butler who was like talking like this, like, oh, welcome home, sir. Yes, I'll get your quarters ready as you like it. And he's like, show me to Jimothy, my favorite manservant. And I could see it in his eye. He was like smirking at me like, what's this guy's voice gonna sound like? I was like, oh, I'm so sorry, sir, but Jimothy met with a terrible accident and he died. A horse kicked him in the head and he is no longer with us. And he goes, all right, well, how about his... My buddy Tyler's like, how about his younger brother? And I said, oh, yes, his younger brother. And I, like, realized that I caught myself out at that point, and I, like, froze. I says, his younger brother, Jamothy. It's like, that was the name? That was the fucking name? You dug deep and even took a second to pause? And you came up with Jamothy? It's not even a name. I was like, all right. Jamothy. And he was, and my buddy was like, all right, fine. Jamothy then. Where's he? I want to talk to this guy. And he's like, oh, I'm so sorry, but there was an accident with him as well. And he lost his tongue. He can't say a word. He's perfectly mute, the poor lad. But then he like made Jamothy hang out with him for the whole fucking campaign, but he couldn't say a fucking thing because he didn't have a fucking tongue. I was like, yeah, all right, I'll meet you halfway, asshole. You get your goddamn manservant, but he doesn't have a voice. Piece of shit. Try to catch me out. And this is the DM you're talking to here. Good times, good times. Jamothy was there the whole time. He was essentially that character's backpack because my buddy Tyler just treated this guy like a pack mule. Like, Jamothy will carry my goods in my bags. I don't want to wear them. They're heavy. That character wore like puffy pantaloons and like the ruffle around the neck. He was quite fancy. Valiant Blackboar was his name. Valiant Blackboar. And the name of his estate was Boar's Head. They were they had a lunch meat empire. That's how they made all their gold. D&D is fun. That's my point. D&D is fun. How you doing, AK? Just sitting in there listening to this crazy shit? How about you, Thorius? You guys are just hanging out like, oh my god, these guys are fucking weird. They're like, oh my god, why don't I join here? These guys are weird. I don't like them. They smell funny. Ooh, where are you going? Hey, baby. Oh, we scared him away. We scared them both away. Scared them all away. Oh, they're in an ad. Oh, whoops. Oh my god! How am I supposed to know where to go? I can't see the fucking platform below me. How am I supposed to jump down to that? Man, this level is actually really fucking hard. I'm glad there's infinite continues. You just have to start the level over. I'm gonna give this one more shot. The slippy ice is not helping. The slippy ice is not fun. Can't wait to be done with this fucking slippy ice world. Oh no! Well, how do I get that Gobbo that's over there? I saw a Gobbo on that platform, but the balloon just drops me. Can I swim back through here? Yeah, the ice helps a ton. The ice is so helpful. It's the best in the world. I love it. Can't get enough of that fucking ice. I have a long list of things that I love, and on that list, the ice levels in Croc. Can't get enough. Get in my pocket, you little Gobbo. These Gobbos remind me of I think they're called the Fuzzles, little characters in Oddworld. They look a lot like that, only these guys have arms and legs. And the Fuzzles were just like little puffballs. They're like Fizzgig from Dark Crystal. They were a lot like that, actually. They were a lot like Fizzgig, because they looked all cute and fuzzy, and then they opened their mouth, and it was just a toothy maw. They would devour people. Come on, Croc. Oh, this ice-cold water, he can swim in, but that last ice-cold water? No. Go in the hole. Crocky, go down the hole. Crocky, come back. In the 70s, there were like these pom-pom with googly eyes that were called weeples. I've never heard of that. At first, I really thought you were going to mention the little fuzzy things called tribbles on Star Trek. Were weeples a toy? Sounds like a toy. Sounds like a bad toy. Looks like those dudes. All right. No. Come on. What? How did that not... I landed on it. I've seen those. It was once, but man, I'll never forget. They had a sticker shaped like feet on the bottom. Oh, you know what? You saying that sticker reminded me. I think I have seen those. At least a picture of it. Okay. It's the hot new thing. I got my pet rock. I got my weeple. I hang out with them and my chia pet and my sea monkeys, and we have a great time. I'm really lonely. Sometimes I let my pet rock play with my slinky. Furbies were gremlins. Furbies were straight up gremlins. In my beanbag chair, next to my lava lamp. You can't stop me from trucking. Ah, my key is in another asshole, apparently. How do I get that? Do I get on top of this and jump for it? Two hops this time. Cha-cha, real smooth. What's the point of the balloon? Panda, have you seen the guy who made a Furby organ? That is a great question, Necromancer. Panda, have you seen the guy that made the Furby organ? Yeah, YouTube that. Furby organ. He's the only one that ever did it, so I guarantee that's the video that'll pop up. Sorry, missed a bit. I was playing with the puppet. That's a good excuse, dude. That's a good excuse. You have? Aw, dude, you've seen that? That guy, Sam Battle, and his whole channel, his YouTube channel, Look Mum No Computer, fucking amazing. That's the one Patreon that I've ever given money to, is that guy. I love that guy's work. Have you seen the episode, the YouTube episode where he yeah, he is a mad genius. He made cause he makes his own synthesizers. Like, he fucking circuit breaks and welds his own boards and builds a box to put them in and, like, attaches the knobs, like, builds his own fucking synths from wires and nothing. He did make a sausage organ and took it to Germany and called it the worst organ. He did do that. But he made a fucking synthesizer out of the soundboard inside of a Sega Genesis or a Sega, what is it, Master System? What is it called? Anywhere else in the world? Dude, it's fucking awesome. I'll send you a link. I'll send you a link to that one because it's a very specific video that I'm thinking of. But most of the video is him talking about, like, exactly the logistics. God damn it, I thought I made it. Of how he, like, built the machine. And it is interesting to listen to him talk about how he builds these things. But there's a song that he plays on the Sega Genesis synth in the middle of the episode that I wish was a... God, what the fuck? I wish it was a full track, because it's so fucking good. It straight up sounds like a really good track from a Sega Genesis game. The Super Nintendo may have had a better graphics card, but the sounds that a Sega Genesis made were just amazing. The music and everything from Sega Genesis High games were really good. This whole part, I'm just doing with the D-pad. I'm not going to trust the thumbstick to this crap. Alright, let's try this again. It is dope, man. I'll have to send you the video. It's very impressive. I'll watch his entire videos, and I'm just like, I have no fucking idea what he's talking about because he's like real excitedly rambling about, you know, like how to like wire up shit and how to like play the synthesizer and like what all these knobs mean and everything. And he's not taking time to really explain it. He's just like talking, and I have no fucking clue what he's talking about. And yet I'm still interested. I'm very intrigued into what this man has to say. His information is fucking badass. That was so lucky. Sam Battle. That's his name. Sam Battle. Oh, good. Now I get to go in reverse. Reverse, reverse. All right. See if we can cha-cha real smooth. We cannot. We cannot cha-cha in any form, smooth or otherwise. On his Patreon, he'd name a knob after you. That's why I joined his Patreon, because he was making this one synthesizer that was like built out of 1,000 different oscillators. Honestly, just to see what it would sound like. And he's like, if you join my Patreon now, I'll put your name on a knob and I'll twist your knob every time I play it. And so I joined the Patreon for like $2, and I'm still in it. Yeah, so somewhere in the old UK, there's a knob with my name on it. My real name. Not Ian, and not Iron Corpse, my real name. That you guys don't know. Well, Necromancer knows. She better know, she married me. He can make a knob at night. 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 Name a knob at night. I'll have to send you that video too. Does anybody even know who Carl Pilkington is? Does that name ring a bell for anybody? Anybody know? Ever heard of Carl Pilkington? If you don't know who Carl Pilkington is, you are missing out. That is fucking peak British humor right there. Deprive yourself no longer. Go listen to the Ricky Gervais Show podcast that was on XFM. It is so fucking good. It's Ricky Gervais, Stephen Merchant, who are the creators of the original Office and many other things, and then their audio engineer, who was just assigned to them, but they ended up liking him so much because he's such a fucking numpty that they were like, okay, you're now part of the show. You have to sit in and talk to us because you are so fucking stupid that we have to just hear what your views on the world are. It's so fucking funny. Carl Pilkington is ridiculous. And he has like he's not doing a bit, and he's not trying to be funny. That's what makes him funny. Is Pilkington is not trying to be anything except himself, and he honestly doesn't think he's very funny. He's very put out by everything. He's like real whingy, bald, perfectly spherical head like a fucking orange, little Manchester mank twat. Whingy, complaining about everything at all hours of the day, but god damn it, the things he says are so fucking funny, because he's not trying to be funny. He's just genuine, and he's so stupid, and he can't shut the fuck up because he doesn't realize he sounds like a fucking idiot. And so they just let him talk. Oh, it's so good. In one episode, he's talking about Survivor and the challenges that you have to do on there. And somebody at one point, I guess, had to eat like a kangaroo dick. And he's like, it's hard eating a knob, you know? And they make you do it so early in the morning. I couldn't eat a knob in the morning, you know? I got to get a little bit of rice in my belly and come back. And, you know, I could eat a knob at night. And they're like, okay, stop right there. Stop right there. Somebody out there, take that sound clip and make a techno house music song called I Could Eat a Knob at Night, starring Carl Pilkington. And someone did. They made like a real bassy fucking badass house song called I Could Eat a Knob at Night, and it is so good. Eat a knob at night. It's so fucking stupid. I could eat a knob at night. I'm entertaining myself right now. Several someones did. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Necromancer. Several someones made songs called I Could Eat a Knob at Night, but there's one in particular that is just leagues beyond everything else that anyone ever made with that soundbite. It's so good. Stephen F. Bosson. Dude, talking about shows, I can't believe you showed me what became one of my absolute favorite comedy shows, Sunny in Philadelphia. Yeah, forever grateful for showing me that. All right. Hell yeah, dude. I didn't realize I was the one that introduced you to that. That is one of the best. That's a really fucking good show. That's a really good show. I haven't seen a recent episode in some years. The last season that I watched the entire thing was when Mac was fat. Although I know he's not fat anymore. I just haven't seen anything really since then. The first episode I saw was the Halloween one. The one where they're trying to figure out who got Dee pregnant. And it's like everybody's telling the story from their perspective. God damn it, that show is so fucking stupid. That was so good. That shot of Dennis at the end whenever he thinks he got his own sister pregnant, and he's all like throwing up in the corner, and he's like, "It was me. It was my dick. You wanted my dick. You got my dick. It was mine." Oh man, classic. You made me watch it, and I was like, nah, like a bitch, and I absolutely loved it. Well, good. I don't remember that, but I'm glad you liked it. I still have 2 episodes saved to the hard drive on that Xbox 360 right there. You guys can't see it, but I'm looking right at it. I have The Gang Gets Invincible, where they try out for the Philadelphia Eagles, where Mac and Dennis try out for the Eagles, and Dee tries out as well, disguised as a man to prove that she's better at sports than they are. And Charlie and Frank tailgate the tryouts, and Frank trips balls on LSD and spikes Charlie's drink so he's not tripping alone. And Charlie, like, accidentally trips acid in the parking lot with all the McPoyles. I got that one. And I also got, I don't remember the name of it, but it might be The Gang Puts on a Show for the Troops or some shit like that. It's the first one with the Maniac, which is Roddy Piper. It's the one where they try to put on a wrestling show, and they come up with the Chicken Boys. Oh, man. So good. The Trash Man. Classic shit, man. I remember, before I leave, I'm kind of on the downhill slope here, but we keep talking about stuff that has, I'm like, oh, I got a story related to that. So, I'm going to go back to just chatting here for a second. All right. So, we'll have this nice mellow Croc music in the background. How about that? So, I remember back in the MySpace days, season 1 of It's Always Sunny was still coming out with new episodes. And I immediately was like, oh, Charlie is the funniest motherfucker in the world. This guy is fucking hilarious. Everything he says is just 100% comedic gold. I sent Charlie a message on MySpace, and I sent him a thing that was like, you know, I don't remember the exact wording, but it was to the effect of like, I'm sure that, you know, famous people don't really ever see the fan mail that gets sent to them. They probably get sent out to, you know, like your assistants who handle these kinds of things for you. But I just wanted to say that you're hilarious, and I love everything that you do. You're amazing, and I will watch any work that you come up with. You're great. And I honestly was just like, I'll just throw it out in the ether or whatever. And he fucking messaged me back. Like, he sent me a personal message on MySpace and was like, oh, thank you so much, dude. I'm not famous, but thank you. I really appreciate that. It wasn't a very long message, and that was the general sentiment. And I was just like, oh my God, he actually fucking replied. That's insane. And I sent him a message back being like, oh, well, if you don't think you're famous yet, give it time. You will be. And look what happened. It was awesome. That was fucking awesome. The way that it was worded, I could tell, like, Charlie really wrote this. I wish I'd saved that. This was back in, like, let me think. So I graduated in 2008. This had to be like 2006, 2007, maybe, something like that. And I was like, oh man, that's so cool. He sent me a message. That's badass. And then I was like, I'm going to keep this fucking ball rolling. I'm going to do the same thing to Michael Madsen. I'm going to go into Michael Madsen's MySpace, triple M, Michael Madsen's MySpace. I'm going to send him a message that was kind of the same sentiment. But I remember getting cocky, and I was like, I'm sure that famous guys don't see these things, and you just like have some faceless goon answer your mail for you. But I just wanted to let you know that I love your work, and I'll watch anything that you're in. It's essentially the exact same message, but I got cocky with it, and I called his assistants like faceless goons, and I got a message back. I got a message back that was like, I remember it started off with, While I don't consider myself a faceless goon, I will let you know that Mr. Madsen is a very busy man and he just does not have the time to answer all of the fan mail that comes into him, but he does appreciate blah, 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 blah. And I was just like, oh my God, it's so embarrassing. So fucking embarrassing. I never did that again. I never fucking did that again. Well, while I don't consider myself a faceless goon, I was like, oh my God, what was I thinking? What if a faceless goon reads this? How could he read it with no face? I haven't figured that one out yet, man. It's been years and I haven't figured that out. Oh well, I'll think on it some more. I'll think on it overnight. And tomorrow, whenever I'm playing Blasto, maybe I'll have an answer. Probably not, because there's a lot of weed involved in my life. Especially with this guy. Now that I got this guy, there's a lot of weed involved in my life. All right, y'all. Thank you very much for hanging out. AK, first time chat. I hope you're still in here. If not, I'm sorry that we scared you away with random bullshit talk about anime that I couldn't remember the name of and like 80s mangas and shit like that. Thorius Gaming, thank you very much for hanging out. I'll be in your room, I'm sure, tomorrow, your channel tomorrow, watching whatever you're playing while I'm on my lunch break, man. Eating knobs at night. That's true. Eating knobs at night. Thanks for the stream. Have a good night. You are very welcome, City. I appreciate you guys hanging out, man. Panda, as always, I really appreciate it, dude. Thank you very much. Mama Bear, if you're still in here, thank you, thank you, thank you. Stephen F. Bosson, I guess, thank you. Thanks. Nah, man. Much love, dude. I appreciate you being in there. You know it. You know it. Cheers with an empty glass. Thank you very much for hanging out. Necromancer, you know I love you. All right, y'all. I will catch you all later. Thank you very much. My name is Iron Corpse. This is Real Old Fashioned Games. All of this. This right here, right there, that's Real Old Fashioned Games. This right here, that's Bulba.